Thanks, Sarah. Northeast Ohio has many gems. One of these is the Cuyahoga Valley National Park and the Scenic Railroad. I spent some time with a Kent State professor who has a love of trains and the railroad. People from all over Northeast Ohio and beyond enjoy the beautiful Cuyahoga Valley National Park, especially those that ride in the cars of the Cuyahoga Valley Scenic Railroad.
A ride through what America used to be, because this 100 years ago was the way that most people traveled great distances.
The nature of the park is one thing that interested a Kent State University biology professor, Sean Veney.
I'm what you would call a rail fan. I absolutely love trains.
His love of trains brought him to the Cuyahoga Valley Scenic Railroad. He volunteered as a brakeman and trainman. It helped him have his scenic voyage through nature, but something was missing. Engineers at the railroad were typically older white men in suspenders. One day, the 42-year-old Veney dropped the suggestion for some younger blood in the driver's seat. He talked with operations manager Will Carney.
And Will said, you know, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And we've been thinking about putting together an engineer class, and would you be interested if we did it? And I said, twist my arm. Of course I'd be interested. I'd like to think I kind of just planted the seed in someone's head that I wanted to do this.
After a year of training, he became an engineer.
I look at the concepts that I was pulling, going, wow, I'm pulling a lot of weight. This is my train. This is cool. This is very cool. All aboard!
Sean is also a conductor, the person in charge of the train.
One of the most fun things about being a conductor is the great people you meet.
But blowing the horn is pretty cool.
Testing the horn.
Sean thinks so too.
Hey, isn't that cool? See?
What's your favorite?
Engineer. By far, engineer. I think it is every childhood boy's dream to blow the horn in an engine. And I can honestly say that is one item I can check off my bucket list now. It's fun.
Volunteers act as a porter to the past, bringing train riders back to a simpler time.
I think one of the main jobs of this railroad is really to instill that sort of a nostalgic 1950s, 1960s era where individuals look forward to train travel. Give them that feeling that of the yesteryear, that this was a great time in their life. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling because I know I was part of that great trip for them. At the end of the day, I'm a little sad that it's over because I wish I could stay a little bit longer sometime.
Sean is still the young blood in the driver's seat, but he'll help pull the history of the railroad for years to come. The train can mean so much. It's tough to see it go, but it will be back again on its journey from Independence to Akron. Sean has been with the railroad for 6.5 years. He told me he wants to be one of their longest volunteers, which would keep him there for about another 30 more years. For TV2 News, I'm Brian Ivey.